what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie BLD. It's been a while since I did a full-on cooking video, so I figured today would be a good day to get in the kitchen and shine some light on some food making. So I watched a video somebody sent me about an Taco Bell employee who was making those Crunchwraps. They're like octagonal. And she basically has a channel where she teaches people how to make Taco Bell food. It's pretty self-explanatory, all the stuff that they make. So I don't know how she has a channel that survives like that. But I'm happy she's doing good. So I started thinking, well, damn, now that I saw the video, now I want one. So I'm figuring I'm just going to make one. I'm going to make mine a little bit different, though. She did it like the Taco Bell way exactly. I'm going to do it pretty close. I'm just going to try and do it better. So first things first, you're going to need some really, really big tortillas, like some 12-inch jobs. They recommend, well, you're going to need sour cream. They use tomatoes and shredded lettuce, and just nacho cheese. I'm going to do it a little bit different. And she teaches you how to do like the nacho cheese the way Taco Bell makes it. Not important. So I'm just going to use medium nacho cheese dip from Tostitos, and I'm going to use some pico de gallo instead of shredded lettuce and tomatoes. Also, I have some round corn tortillas, and I got some 96% low-fat beef. Now, she does it like the way Taco Bell does their beef, but good beef is good beef. And if I'm going to use some really good beef, some 96% good beef, I'm going to make sure that I do it proper. I am going to use some Taco Bell, some El Paso taco seasoning instead of Taco Bell. And if you're still with me over there, I know the bag is different, but it's because it's sealable. I'm using Old El Paso, same brand, Old El Paso, that stuff, red enchilada sauce, and I'm going to throw a little bit of that in my beef. And so basically all I'm going to do is take my beef out of the package, and I'm going to put it in a frying pan and start cooking up my beef. I got 2 of them because I plan on making some more later. That's the dog hitting her little buttons. Hold on. All right, so first things first, I'm warming this over here so I can actually grill my Gordito Crunch. Got to watch that. Gordito once it's ready. All right, back on track. So I just had to turn down the heat on that because I still have to cook all this. I just want to keep that pan a little bit warm. So all I'm going to do is chop up my beef, and then I'm going to season it, add in just a little bit of red enchilada sauce, and get it going from there. So that is nice and chopped up and ready for seasoning. Now there's no exact amount you either should or should not use for seasoning. It's all on taste, but remember, a lot of this seasoning is going to cook off with the natural fats that are in there. It's going to turn to liquid, and so you want to put a little bit more seasoning than you think you were going to need, just because when you drain the fat or the liquid from the meat, which you should, you're going to lose some of your seasoning. It's all catching up at the end there. All right, so that's my seasoning, and then I'm going to add a little bit of red enchilada sauce. Hold on. Now, I don't need a ton of this stuff, so I'm just going to add in about that much right there, which is maybe 3 tablespoons. And then I'm just going to start mixing it all in with the seasoning and the beef. So let me grab the handle and mix that in. So I know really good quality beef costs, I don't know, $1 extra than like the 75 or 80% beef. But that right there is the only fat that's bubbling out of this. Look at this. This is nice. And that's with adding a liquid sauce in there. So some of that is even liquid sauce. Good beef really makes a difference in your life. Get good beef. All right, so that is looking pretty nice. Give it a little. Oh, that's good beef. That was good beef. So, I tell you that the spices kind of lose a little bit after it's cooked. So what I'm going to do, even though this is pretty much done, I'm going to quickly add just a little bit more spice, a little bit more enchilada sauce. All right, so I added more seasoning, not spice, because all the cook Nazis will jump on you if you say it's spice. Well, let me take that bite. Oh, fantastic. All right, that's good. Let me get that off of there. All right, so next I have to heat up my tortilla. Since I don't have a pan big enough and I'm lucky enough to have an electric burner, I'm just going to put it right there. If you don't heat this up when you try to fold it, it's just going to tear. And they don't taste as good not heated. So I'm just going to put it on low heat, and it just has to be warm enough to, when you pick it up, it doesn't rip. That's all it has to do. Now I'm going to do both sides. All right, so with that getting nice and toasty, I'm just going to take some Mexican cheese blend, and I'm going to drop a little circle right here in a frying pan. I'm going to put more down than that, but I'll show you in a second. I got to do two hands. All right, so I have that pan on heat right now, so that cheese is starting to melt. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tortilla and put it dead center over that cheese spot. And with that there, I'm going to take some of my beef that I have sitting on a low heat, and I'm going to put that right down in the middle where that cheese is. Put enough to however much you want in there, but you don't want to go too much because you still have to fold this thing. So for me, it looks like that's going to be about it. All right, with that there, I'm going to just add a little bit of cheese, just like that, and let that sit on there. And then I'm going to take my corn tortilla and I'm just going to work it into there. Next is a dabble or dollop, however you want to say it, of sour cream. Get that on there nice. And I'm going to follow that with, let me grab it, some guacamole. And we're just going to squirt that right over the top there, just like that. And last is just some pico de gallo. So that there is going to be my Crunchwrap. Now the hardest thing is going to be to fold it. You don't fold it straight. You have to turn the corners and fold it that way. Then grab the next one and do the same thing. I need two hands for that, but I'll show you when it's done. I did get a little rip in mine, but that's okay. With the cheese down on the bottom right now, it's pretty good. So what I'm going to do is pick this up with a spatula, put more cheese down, and then grill that side. You can see there I got my baby rip. That's because I put a lot of beef in there. And just like that, I have got a gold encrusted cheese top. Nice flaky cheese too. Nice Crunchwrap. This is going to be better than Taco Bell. I can guarantee you that. All right, so it's time for the first bite. That cheese crisped so nice on both sides. I can pick it up if I want and eat it like you do at Taco Bell. That was delicious. But, oh man, I'm going to cut it open. Get some love. That's fantastic. Super simple. Anywhere ingredients, everyday ingredients. Get any supermarket. I'm telling you, that needs to be tried. That's fantastic. The quality of beef is just like beaming through in this dish. The cheese on the outside of the tortilla makes a huge difference. The flavors are just so abundant. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and chow down. This is fantastic. Easy to do. Try it yourself. I am Donnie Baldy. Till next video.